Hello everybody! I hope everybody's doing well. So after at least 3 years, I decided to uncover this snowblower today. And I want to see if I can get it running. And when I put this one away and 2 paddle blowers, and I doubt very much I drained the gas out because I was like in disgust because it hasn't snowed in like 4 years here. Well, at least 3, put it that way. So if there's no snow in the forecast, then selling a snowblower, at least for me, is impossible. Unless somebody gives you a real low ball price, and I usually won't take a real low ball price. I mean, people have to understand that we put, time and money into these machines to get them running right. So, and so on. And the story with this one is I did have this sold. It was snowing at the time. It had to be probably 4 to 5 years ago. So I had this snowblower and a newer one out front for sale. And the guy stopped in, he took a look at both of them. He decided he wanted to pay the money for this because it was cheaper. So he asked me if I delivered, and I said, yes, I'll deliver it to your house. So I deliver it up to his house. I started up, I backed it off the trailer, I'm going up his driveway with it, and it stalls. So the first thing I thought is I forgot to turn the gas on, which I'm pretty good for that. I do that with the Graveleys and everything. Sometimes I forget to turn the gas on, but the gas was on. So at his house, I tried to prime it, wouldn't start. So I checked the spark real quick. I just did it with a screwdriver. I just pulled the spark plug boot off, stuck a screwdriver in there. I had the guy pull start it, no spark. So he said, well, you think you can fix it? And it's nice. So I'll bring it back to the shop and see what's going on with it. So I get it back here, and I pull the shroud, pull the tag off, pull the shroud off, whatever it took to get to the magneto. So I disconnected the kill switch wire that goes to the magneto because I was hoping something was grounding out along the way. So I disconnected that, still no spark. So I looked through my box of goodies in here where I keep all the magnetos and stuff, and I found one that matched to this. Because a lot of times, like, I'll pick up snow blowers and they have blown engines, and I just strip them off of everything. The magneto, the carburetor, whatever good parts I could get off the engine, I strip them off. So I put the magneto back on, starts up, and then I'm thinking to myself, this machine may be trouble for this guy, because it's an older Craftsman. And I called the guy up, I said, listen, I got it running again, but I don't feel right selling this to you. It's just like, I have this other one that you saw, the guy saw it and everything. And I said, what I'll do is I'll give you that snowblower, the other one, which I wanted more money for. I said, I'll give it to you for the same money that I wanted for this one. So I went ahead and did. So it was snowing. It was snowing at that time the guy bought the blower and I brought it to his house. I don't think we had that much snow, but I figured I would take it out when I went snow plowing. I would take this with me and just do some sidewalks and stuff with it. I almost got through the storm, and what happened was the chute here, which is plastic, it broke. Couldn't move it, this and that. And like I said, I had the junk snow blowers laying around here, so I replaced it with the good used chute. I did that, so it was set to go again. Then we had a blizzard, so I took it out in a blizzard, and I had the kid that shovels. I figured I'll give him a break and let him use the snow blower, which he used it. I showed him how to use it. He didn't know how to use it. I explained all the safety stuff. Stay away from the front. If you need anything, just come and get me. Because I was running the Gravely plow on it. And it almost gets through the storm. And it's pushing a lot. It's blowing a lot of snow. And I was surprised. It ran good. All of a sudden, the belt started smoking. I don't know what the story is with that, as far as a belt smoking on it. Because what I did after that was, I just, like I said, I put it away, covered it, forgot all about it. So today what I want to do is, right now, we're going to try to see if I can get it started. I'm going to pull the spark plug out and I'll throw some 2-stroke mix into the cylinder since it hasn't ran in 3 years, and I'll give it a couple of pulls to get some oil in there, and we'll see what happens if I can get it running. If I get it running, I'm still going to take the carburetor off, take it all apart, clean it all out and everything. This is the first winter that we've had snow, like I said, in 4 years. I know it's beginning of March, but March is unpredictable. If I can get this running right, I'll take it out with me when I go plowing, and, try it and see what happens with it. So I'll get set up right now. I have all the tools. I think I have all the tools ready, because I don't like making the videos and be fumbling around trying to find tools while I'm video taping this. So okay, so I'll get set up and then we'll get on with it. Okay, so the gas tank was bone dry, which is a good sign. Probably evaporated, because I know I didn't run this machine and run the gas out of it like you're supposed to. What I do is I usually run the gas out. When it starts running out of gas, I start choking it, try to get as much gas out of it as I could. But I know I didn't do any of that. With this are the 2 paddle blowers I told you about before. The paddle blowers I'm not going to worry about right now. I usually have 4 or 5 lawnmowers that are left over from the season before. This year I don't even have one because of the pandemic. Last year the flea market was closed for at least, 3 to 4 months. People didn't want to go to people didn't want you going to their house. I didn't want to go to their house, so I have to go out and start looking for lawnmowers and get them ready. Because like I said, it's the beginning of March, and I usually sell a lot of mowers towards the end of March, April. You sell some during May. That's when you sell. That's when I sell the most. And okay, so I'm gonna put a little 2-stroke mix in here. We'll give it a couple of pulls. I think I went a little too crazy with it. I don't even know if this thing will pull. Yeah, it pulls. Stick my finger in there. Stick the plug back in, I'll turn the gas on, see if we get anything out of it. Give it full throttle, I'll choke it. So I have to get going and get some lawnmowers in. I think this is the first time in 8 years I haven't had any lawnmowers left over here. Yeah, this had a key start. I think I disconnected all that stuff. I think the switch was bad or something like that. I mean, when you shut the throttle down all the way, it shuts off the power to the magneto. that's tight. Put this gas can out of the way here. It's got an electric starter, but I don't know if that works. Not sure. Primer run, yeah. Well, that's funny that this started right up and ran. I hate to take something apart that runs good. I don't know. Let me decide what I want to do here with this. Okay, so I usually like to abide by don't fix it if it isn't broken, because that's when you run into trouble. So we're going to let the carburetor go for now. But I'm noticing now that the auger cable is seized, for one thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this cover off over here and see what's going on in there, and I'm going to try to, I guess, soak this cable, see if I get the cable. This is a machine that I really don't want to put any money into. I know I'm going to have to buy an auger belt for it. Now when I bought the auger belt, I think I bought it from Tractor Supply. I may have not have put the right belt on. I don't know. I don't know what caused it to start smoking like that. But I mean, even going through that deep snow, that shouldn't have happened. Or it has something to do with the auger cable. I'm not sure. I think these bolts here, you just have to loosen them, and then you can just slide the cover off. And here we go with more noise. The wind wasn't enough. Now we gotta have a truck start. I wish there was another place where I could make videos, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's one of those, you just have to loosen the bolts that hold this cover on, and you just slide it right off. If you can even hear me. So, let me see what's going on. The belt looks like it is coming apart. Yeah, we gotta start 2 trucks up, okay. The guy has to run his business too, though, so I'm pretty much positive this is the wrong belt on here. It's too thick. I think it calls for like a thinner belt. So what I'll do is I'll go to the lawnmower place up the road here, the lawn and garden place. And I'll just order the right belt for it. But right now I have to see if I can tensioner works. A little sloppy. I just want to make sure that this is the whole front's not coming apart, because that'll cause if the belt's not riding right, if you have any play in the front here where the auger shroud is, that'll chew up the belt too. But I'm pretty sure it is the wrong belt on here. That's probably why it started smoking. Let me see if I can do something with the cable in the meantime. Okay, so I sprayed some blaster down in here where the cable is. And what I did was I disconnected the main cable that comes down from the handle here. Now I'm going to spray some, well, I did spray a little bit in there already. This freeze off stuff. I'm going to spray some of that in there. Because I could actually get between the cable and the casing here. And so it goes down into the cable. So I'm going to do that. See if we get the cable working. And then I guess I'll have to take some numbers off the engine to go get the belt for this. I tried to look on the internet what size belt this is, and it only gives me part numbers, not the size of the belt. I can make that IB system with the plastic bag like Mixed Mowers does, which is a good idea. I might still do that. I'll get a baggie, cut the corner, stick the baggie over this, I'll tape it on there, and just load it with WD or a blaster. Stick some blaster in there too. I did this may have been a problem at one time too. I don't remember. See if we get this to move. Get on this side. Try not to get in the way of the camera here. This could be stuck at the other end too. I don't know. Yeah, this isn't even budging. Not moving at all. Ooh. Yeah, that's really stuck. It's stuck for good. I'll fool around with this a little more. See if I can get the cable to move. I wonder if I should just remove the cable. I don't know. I'll say.